Welcome from Chateau Calero, which is anyway. So to celebrate the suit, which premieres today in Dark Horse Presents number 10, I am answering questions, and I've got a couple of questions from Jeff McKenzie. Thank you, Jeff. And these questions are. I was wondering what got you hooked on comics. It's not really a question; it's a statement. I assume that you want me to tell you what got me hooked on comics, so that's fine. What was the first comic that you remember reading? And as an illustrator, excuse me, who are you influenced by? Baby, I think Baby Brownow's probably in the car. Do you want to look around the studio? How do you know it's not? Okay. What got you hooked on comics? I remember being in a clinic or a hospital when I was a little kid, and waiting in the waiting room, and there would be this little Cuban guy pushing a cart, and he had in addition to magazines and snacks and sodas that people could buy, he also had DC Comics, and I'm fairly sure they were probably Neil Adams Batman comics, Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams, and I had seen cartoons on TV like Super Friends and stuff like that, so I knew who these characters were. But seeing comics, holding one in my hand, my little, probably 5-year-old hands, was definitely a magical experience that I love when it can be replicated. Comics can obviously do different things now, and I read books and graphic novels and comics from a different point of view. Every once in a while, you do have that magic moment again that reminds you of being a little kid. And I'm not overly interested in nostalgia, but every once in a while, that's nice. What was the first comic you remember reading? Probably a Batman Neil Adams comic, like I said. But the first one I remember seeking out to buy on my own was Amazing Spider-Man. I believe it was 245, the first of many false reveals of the secret identity, the real identity. We reveal the identity of the Hobgoblin. I was really, really invested in that. And so that was the one where I read one issue, and then I went back to the shop. I went back to the magazine shop the next month looking for that and the next issue, and the frustration of not being able to find further issues with any sort of regularity from a magazine shop or the small local magazine shop is what eventually led me to go to a comic book shop where I could be guaranteed to find a book month to month to month, and that's where all of this disaster started. As an illustrator, who are you most influenced by? I think I'm probably most influenced by, on the comic side, Gene Colan, Al Williamson, a little bit of Frank Miller. Frank Miller from a design point of view, not so much from a drawing point of view, if that makes sense. Jay Lee, Alex Ross are some modern influences. And then not as much influenced from a contemporary illustration point of view. Howard Pyle, Norman Rockwell, these are people that I'm clearly aware of and am a fan of, but have no real. The people that have impact on my illustration are probably more people like Caravaggio, who was an Italian painter, and Giuseppe Ribera, who was a Spanish painter, Goya. And they're all people who draw very darkly, and sort of the sense of form emerging from shadow has always been very interesting to me, and the artists who pursue that motif are the ones that I gravitate towards. I had an anonymous question ask, what's up with my hair, and am I going to cut it? And I am going to cut it. I've grown it during the winter because I can. And I don't cut it because every time I mention about cutting it, my daughter freaks out a little bit.
You're supposed to do like this on this on this card, okay?
Let me see, baby. Baby, I think I'm going to cut my hair this week. Is that okay?
Papa, no.
What do you mean?
Papa?
Wait. Why can't I cut my hair?
Okay.
Wait.
This is supposed to attach to this and then do this as a card. Okay?
Okay, look. And one of my biggest influences right now is my daughter, who is 4 years old and is drawing arms and legs and eyes and stuff. It's amazing. Like this, baby?
Yeah.
Okay. Why can't I cut my hair?
Oh, because I don't like it that way.
Why don't you like it that way?
And it takes too long for it to grow.
There you go, out of the mouth of babes. Okay, I'll be back with more answers to more questions. Keep them coming. DennisCaleroArt@gmail.com. I will answer anything personal, comics, questions about love. I've gotten a couple of those, and I'll address those in a little bit. But remember what this is about. Remember the important thing in life, which is that Dark Horse Presents number 10 is out, and you are to buy a copy and tell Dark Horse how much you love the suit and that you want to see more stories with this truly seminal comic book character that wipes away the memory of every other character in the history of literature and the universe. In fact, makes you forget what your name is, and you remember nothing except for the fact that you have money and you want to spend it on buying multiple copies of this book. Okay, thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.